So we got 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Hermit, all upright. Uh-oh, something flipped over. 9 of Wands. This card is giving me a, like, being away and wanting to not be away, and then wanting to be away. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get the other 2 cards. I'm getting from the Hermit that we thought about it. That 9 of Cups is our wish being granted, I should say. 10 of Cups, sort of same thing. It's funny, I feel like I've been calling that card Eye on the Prize, but that 3 of Pentacles has been coming off lately as something kind of sinister. Okay, so we have the Star, we have the 8 of Cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Strength as an extra card. Four of Wands underneath the 10 of Cups. This Knight of Swords. This is coming off as like a player energy. We have the Empress under the 9 of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Death in reverse under the 9 of Wands. Well, I got that someone, their situation isn't going to be ended for them if they don't, you know, change it, kind of a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we're done. I almost pulled another one. Did that on another reading. So I'm getting that the Death card in reverse, and there these, like, underneath these, what I would consider to be burdens. Let me just see this real quick. Needing space, persistent setbacks. Setbacks. Oh. Okay. Someone is on borrowed time. Interesting. Someone's on borrowed time. They're not getting what they want. They have things in mind. They are of those things. They need to make a change. I think they know they need to make a change because they were for lack of better words, they were a player. Even if they weren't a player in their head, they have to stop being a player. So I feel like to a certain extent, they might have had like a flirty energy or something. That's not what that card means, but that is exactly what I'm getting. And that 3 of Pentacles right there. So I feel like we need to make a changing of friends. So in other words, I feel like, yeah, see, okay, so we have this 3 of Pentacles upright underneath. You know, we have to stop playing around. We have friends that, you know, I feel like we have friends, but we need to be, there needs to be a switching out of friends. And then I see this 3 of Cups on top of this 4 of Wands and this 10 of Cups. We need friends who care more about us, and we need friends who care more about other people, and we need friends who care more about the relationship, and we need friends who care more about our significant other. Either we have a person now or we had a person who gets jealous. And we weren't, and so we had to surround ourselves with shallow people. Here's the Queen of Cups in reverse on top of this Knight of Cups in reverse, and this like 3 of Pentacles. We weren't allowed to hang out with anybody genuine because we were afraid that if the person was nice or the person was genuine, that they would like take us away or something, or, you know, there was a controlling aspect. Here's this 9 of Wands again. Star in reverse. So we know we got to come out of the player energy. We got to ditch the shallow friends, and we need to like have friends that are more like caring and more caring about the person that we're supposed to care about. Right now, whatever we're in is causing us like some kind of unrest mentally, emotionally, and we either have found out or are about to find out that if we don't do anything about this situation, it's not going to be ended for us. We're just going to stay in this situation. Not only that, but time is limited. We're fighting the clock right now. Yeah. If we think that we've been stabbed in the back now, wait till we're stuck in it. These are all extra cards. What are they? Judgment, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, 10 of Pentacles. That's upright. Page of Cups in reverse. I don't know if I said the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I saw the 2 of Pentacles and I was kind of wondering what was holding us up. It is a possibility that we are holding on to stuff that we should be letting go of. I wanted to say the 4 of Pentacles is there, but I can't see it. Oh, yeah. But at this point, we have to figure this out. Like, if that's what's slowing us down or whatever's going on at this point, we have to figure this out. Because we're going to lose, I was going to say our status. I mean, this Judgment. We'll have to pull cards on this Judgment. Let's see if this... You know what? Let me pull from another deck first. Our status. I mean, I think I know what that means, but I don't want to say anything. Talk to me about our status. The status that we will lose if we don't act. What's our status? Give me more cards, please. I don't even know what they are. Oh my gosh. Anything else? I see this King of Wands in reverse. What is that? They just flipped over in the deck. Death again. And it's in reverse again. With this 9 of Cups in reverse again. Okay, so hold on. We saw this first. And 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Death in reverse. The Guide in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse. The Fool in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay. This person's supposed to do something. This person's supposed to do something with someone else. They've been using the wheel in a way that's been making things take way too long. They've been promised the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and that 3 of Cups is good friends. They know it. They saw it with that marriage card, but instead they've been hanging around with the 3 of Pentacles, which right now is coming off as like bad friends, bad queen. We got the bad queen. What is this? Upside down Queen of Cups. I'm looking for the other queen. The Fool. The Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. We've been messing around with the bad Queen of Cups. We've been messing around with the bad friends. We've been wanting good friends. We've been wanting marriage. We had to get out of this player energy, right? And then on top of that, we have this other bad queen too. Oh no, that's the king. So that might have even been us, because I don't see us upside down on the table, right? But the time is, we're going to stay, time is running out. We're going to stay in this. So if we don't do something about this, the judgment of this is for this person to be in it forever. We got Death in reverse twice. We got 8 of Wands, which is really slow, which means we might even not even see it coming. We had the 5 of Cups in reverse, which was kind of telling me that we were going to be sad about whatever opportunity we were going to be missing out on, even if we don't necessarily know what that is. This Fool upside down was telling me that we're supposed to be starting something. That's the opportunity. But again, it's upside down, so we won't have that. If the sand runs out on our clock, we're not going to have that. Again, this Death upside down means just because the sand runs out in your clock doesn't mean anything's going to be ended. You're going to lose the opportunity to move towards the Queen of Cups because you've been dicking around with this Queen of Cups in reverse. You're letting them make you the King of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse. But in reality, we really are supposed to be an Emperor. I don't recall if the Emperor is actually on the table this time, but the big kicker is that this guide situation that was leading this person the whole time through some kind of divine march to get to the happy stuff that they were promised, that guide will leave them, and this stuff that they wanted, they're not going to get it. And the person that they were moving towards, they're not going to get that either. And this Five of Cups that's in reverse will not be in reverse. And they may even start cycles, so they may even think they're going somewhere in life, and they may even think that they're doing good or whatever. But it's always going to be this Nine of Cups in reverse because they're not going to get anything that they wanted. They're going to put all kinds of work into it. They're going to waste all kinds of time. And the judgment of the situation is they won't even really be able to communicate their love to anybody because they sat around into this situation that was uncomfortable, and they just didn't do anything. That's this energy right here. It's like, okay, well, if you want to be in that energy, you're going to stay in that energy. You're not going to do anything. And it won't be ended. It's not going to be ended for you. This is what you're going to be stuck in because this is what you chose. This has been coming up. But I think to a certain extent, this person has a lot more going for them than a lot of the things that we've seen, a lot of the readings that we've seen on here. This person... I'm not actually sure why they're not moving, to be honest. I mean, it seemed pretty simple. Once we figured out that we had to get rid of the bad friends and get away from the Queen of Cups in reverse and be a little bit of a different person again, not be a player. And we already saw the the Three of Cups upright, so we already knew what like good friends looked like or whatever. And we already saw the marriage and everything. So, you know, I don't understand how we're still sitting in this spot. So right now we're trying to figure out if the Tell It Like It Is deck will tell us. Whoa. Sleep Now in the Fire, but it was upside down. I see Toxic and Greed, but they didn't come out of the deck, so we're going to put them back in. Lost again came out, but I'm not getting that they're like just really lost. That might be a recent energy. Let's see. The reason why it's taking so long, they're like finding their way back. That's kind of like what I'm getting. Because that Sleep Now in the Fire, they don't identify with that. I'm not getting a lot of emotion off of this person either. They're just adamant about certain things. Okay. Interesting. So that came out upright. Usually that means that we want to like kind of like be in a relationship but not fully healed, but then this is kind of telling me the opposite of that, so we might actually have split energy here where we're not sure exactly what to do. Now, how can we be lovers was kind of almost upside down, but I think it's because of this like Feed My Frankenstein card. This card is like when we made ourselves the monster and we want you to feed into it, but it was upside down. So again, I think we're past that. It's like we said, like, we don't want to be the player anymore. We don't want to be and then finish what you started is upside down as well. And I think that's because this person doesn't want to finish what they started. I'm not even sure if they're like still in something. I don't remember if I said earlier if they were still in it. I might have said that they didn't want to get away from some queens in reverse, but I don't know if they did or if, you know, they did and they didn't want to, or they didn't and they didn't want to, kind of a thing. I mean, they know they have to. That doesn't even seem to be part of the equation, not wanting to. Even if this was about the person that they were with, this doesn't even make any sense because that person is never going to reverse anything that they're doing. They're the Queen of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Cups in reverse is going to mess with your emotions, especially when they know you're hurt. You're going to take your emotion, they're going to use your emotion against you. So those wounds, you want them to clean, they're going to use lemon juice. This is what I'm saying. And if you don't like that, then this card isn't, you know, it's going to freak you out. I think this person's trust issues. I think even if they did choose away from this situation, it would be a little while before they could actually do something with someone because of some of these other energies. But I think they're still sound, and I think they still know what they want. I just don't know if they're going to come towards someone like this. We've got clean my wounds. I feel like that is that energy where I'm going to come towards somebody kind of wounded anyway. But it's a possibility that they're just going to take time off because of this and try to figure that out first. Right? Try to figure that out before they come forward. Because they don't want to finish what they started. They want to start something new. And they don't want to be a monster when they do it. And keep that in mind. Until next time.